So Jackson, we build a lot of budget gaming PCs for our viewers that are actually pretty good, but what do we have right here?
Well, we have a really bad PC today. And no, it's not some of our other builds. This is actually serious. We're actually parting together the worst rated PC. Zach went through Newegg, found the items with the lowest amount of eggs, and we're gonna build it.
Hopefully, it doesn't blow up after a word from today's sponsor.
Today's video is sponsored by our friends at Micro Center, our favorite place to buy PC hardware in person. If you're looking to build a new gaming PC or upgrade your current rig, you should definitely take advantage of this new discount. For new customers only, you can save $25 off all processors. Now that is a great way to boost your price performance for your next build. They are also running a ton of great sales for the month of May, discounts on pre-builds, monitors, and other PC components. We love to call Micro Center Tech Heaven for a reason. It's because of the selection and the deals they have to offer. And if you're a tech lover, and I know you are, you should be signed up for the Micro Center News to get all the latest info in the tech space, along with reviews of your favorite products. To learn more about the deals Micro Center has to offer, check the links in the description down below. And big thanks again to our friends at Micro Center for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get into the video, shall we?
So I hope McAllister added to the explosion to that, because this build is going to be what I like to call explosive, because it is the worst rated PC based on Newegg's ratings, and we have everything for a full build. And I want Jackson to guess the price, because the price was actually kind of disgusting. We have
what is this, a Celeron? Or is
Yep.
it a Pentium? No, it's a Celeron, which is
Celeron,
worse.
yep.
And an RX 550, this build should not really be more than like 150, 200 bucks.
I don't have the exact price. I'll put it on screen here, but I know it was over $500. $500 for the worst rated build from Newegg, and yeah, let's just go over each part real quick. So you're talking about that Celeron.
So this is surprisingly an LGA 1200 Celeron. This is the G5900, and you know, back in the day, Celerons were kind of cool from time to time. You know, the Pentiums, the Celerons, the gold editions, but that is not true anymore. You can buy a freaking 10 Gen i3 guys for like $40 to $50. I don't know why these still exist.
Yeah, and the ratings for this one wasn't that it had a ton of bad ratings, but the #1 rating we did see was too slow. It said to get a Pentium Gold instead of this Celeron, which honestly, based on the fact that those are 2-core 4 threads versus this just being a dual core, I would agree with that being too slow. And we're gonna make it run faster with this cooler.
Yeah, we got the Themes too, which is a CPU direct contact air cooler from, oh geez, Rajentech?
And they are not making just one appearance in this video. They have the case and the cooler. The same company.
Yeah, okay. So they have bad reviews across the board?
Yeah, it's, we'll get to the case here in a second, but yeah, the case wasn't great as well.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, I haven't either. They've been around for a while, I think.
Designed in Germany.
Designed in Germany. But the review rating for the cooler says that the Intel cooler mounting brackets misaligned just enough to be unmountable.
I guess we'll find out about that. That sounds wrong, but I'm curious to see that. Now this motherboard, why does this one, I'm noticing some weird things on this one. There's a lot of, maybe this is normal, but I'm assuming these are Chinese characters?
Yes.
Like there's a lot on this, like even the back is like,
I've seen some come from Newegg and Amazon that are like that, but yeah, this is definitely like, maybe this was sold in China, or I don't know, because like a lot of the descriptive stuff is not in English.
No, not at all. Now this is another one where you gotta remember a lot of these bad reviews I think do come from the fact that third-party sellers sell a lot of these items, and typically third-party sellers are not great.
Yeah, and I will say the review of this one actually made me laugh a little bit. If I could give 0 eggs, I would. This thing was dead, and this was supposed to be for a new build. When I finally put the build together, nothing happened.
Yeah, and I will say, like, they have this in here, which is already, like, they don't do that with new motherboards, and I'm also noticing, too.
We're gonna open it up and find, like, a bunch of bent pins. Let me check the listing, but I don't think any of the stuff that he got should have been refurbed.
See, this is 100% open, and I noticed all the RAM lanes are also open, so will this build work?
Oh, well, you want to explain? So this came from Hong Kong.
Oh.
Direct from Hong Kong, and it was, well, I should probably start saying the prices of these. It was $219.
Oh, that's so bad, dude. That's so bad for a B460. Yeah, so all of the RAM lanes are open. All right, this is always the real test here. They look clean.
They look clean.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, I want to make sure this stuff will actually at least post, you know, because this video would be kind of anticlimactic if we couldn't game on it.
But yeah, I'm just so excited to actually see this thing actually game because of this right here. 2-core, 2-thread in 2024. Is there any games that it can actually launch and play?
RAM's here. Where is storage?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
So you think it's still back here?
Yeah, well, we're gonna check in the back real quick. This was the one thing that we originally ordered. Another SSD was worse rated, but then they canceled it. So then we ordered this one, and it might be on the shelf back here. Shout out PCBros.tech, where we will not be selling that computer, most likely.
The Fortnite experience.
I never physically saw it, I don't
Did you ever put it
think.
in your hands?
It may not actually exist, guys.
This could be it. Oh look, it's an i9 12900K. Can we just
Can
use
we
that
use the
instead?
1200K? 1 pound?
When did it say it was delivered? It wouldn't be in the mailbox, would it?
It could be.
This is probably a processor,
That's a
actually.
processor. After a great journey, we found the SSD.
Ah, 2 terabytes.
2 terabyte SSD, and that is not the same one we bought, by the way. I'm already gonna say that.
Yeah, the one we got was kind of colorful, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one we got was, I think, the older version of the GX2, which might change some of the reviews we get, because this is the model right here, the GX2 that is older, that we paid $102 for. And this one right here is their newer one that, well, it's a 2 terabyte, 2.5 inch, but probably more reliable maybe.
We'll upgrade if you will. Okay, that's cool.
We got some fan mail, by the way. We're not gonna dox them or anything, but we got a little fan mail from a PC Bros fan. We're just gonna give you all some love here, because we just went to the mailbox and saw it. Shout out grad party to somebody.
It's all the way in Illinois.
Shout out to Riot Jackson for graduating. Can't make it to Illinois, but shout out to you, my man.
We're proud of you.
We're proud of you for graduating. There we go. But yeah, the SSD was the rating it was because they said the 2 terabyte version is actually slower than the other versions and would die very frequently. Most reviews would say it would die within 3 months.
So this is a read up to 530 megabytes a second and write up to 480, which
seems pretty standard for SATA.
Yeah, I would think so. But okay, we've used Team Group a lot and haven't had a lot of bad issues with them, but we'll see.
All right, random time. So we have the Patriot signature line right here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing screams high quality like the signature line. Most of the reviews on this one is it was dead on arrival. It was just dead. It didn't work. So hopefully that is not the case with us. We only got 8 gigs at 2133 DDR4, 2 4 gig sticks, which is not really great in the standards, and it's not going to do this Celeron any justice for sure. It is now out of stock, by the way, so don't go try to buy this. I don't think you're going to buy any of the stuff from today's video, but keep that in mind. And yeah, 8 gigs, it should work. It's DDR4, but hey, it has a history of DOA. Will it actually work? I don't know. Now for the graphics card, guys. BioStar Gaming with the RX 550. BioStar, we worked with them a long time ago, a couple of times. They sent us new GPUs for a while, and then we just never heard from them again. So shout out BioStar. They've been around for a really long time. Let's see, what's the notes with the BioStar GPU? DisplayPort doesn't work, drivers don't work, horrible delivery time and horrible service. Settings won't stay where I put them, return to default every time I turn on the PC. I don't know if that's a graphics card issue. What do you think? Do you think that's a graphics card issue, or?
I kind of feel like a lot of these reviews I've heard so far have been user error, but we'll see.
Yeah, this one definitely has a seal. I don't know if it's new, but it looks decent. Now I will say, the 550, Jackson just used one, a low profile version in our budget build challenge series, and it's a budget GPU. Very similar to like a 1030, sometimes a little bit slower depending on which model you get. So it's not gonna be amazing for gaming, but the single slot 550 doesn't require any external power, which is great, especially with the power supply we're gonna be using, ladies and gentlemen. As 4 gigs of VRAM, it'll do the job.
I'm curious to see if this will be any better than the one that I did, you know?
The other one you did was actually very disappointing. I didn't expect it to do that.
It was weirdly disappointing.
It was $108, which is not a good price at all for a 550. Did you pay like 30 for your low profile one?
Yeah,
30 or $40?
Like 40 bucks at most.
I know that's used market, but saving $70 going used is very extreme. So we'll see, guys, we'll see. This DisplayPort nationwide better work. And speaking of, hopefully it better works. This right here, guys, is the Hercules power supply, which I hate to say we are not strangers to. It's been a long time since we used it, but this power supply is kind of a meme around the office because we kind of get a lot of crap sometimes for power supplies and stuff we use in builds. Honestly, we have good success with power supplies, so that's kind of when we run with them. But this one is kind of the example of, yeah, even us, we wouldn't use this regularly. It's pretty sus. It's all 3D printed plastic. It's yellow for some reason. Shout out to Hercules. And the cable selection is interesting. We have, looks like a 24 pin, and that's about it. Just kidding. We got 24 pin, we got Molex SATA. Where's the CPU? Oh, here's the CPU. So there's no GPU power, and there's only a 6 pin for the CPU. Is this even gonna work? Wait, no, hold up. All right, so we got an 8 pin for the CPU.
Yeah, you got that's
so
a
we got
6 pin.
6 and a 4 pin. Wait, is this for the GPU or the CPU? Is this separate?
So 4-pin for CPU,
6-pin
6-pin for GPU, 600 watts.
And this motherboard, it has an 8-pin, so we're gonna be rocking 4 in an 8.
Well,
which,
you know.
yeah, it is a Celeron. It's not like we don't need it, so it will work. But holy crap, 600 watts, and that's all you get. That's all you really need to know. But I'll look at the reviews for you guys, because that's kind of what you're here for. We got a lot of DOA, was shipped in a bubble mailer with no documentation. That was true. It did ship in that plastic bag inside a bubble mailer, which is not great for power supplies. Let's see. But you know what? If there's no moving parts in there, or any parts that function in there, I mean, who really cares? Oh, wow, look at that. Sorry, can't find your item anymore.
Oh.
Shout out to Hercules and their power supplies. They saw we bought it and we're like, ooh, we need to get rid of that real quick.
But when we bought one a long time ago, it was eBay. I didn't know they sold on Newegg now.
Newegg is kind of a Wild West marketplace. Love Newegg. We do a lot with them, but they definitely have a lot of third-party sellers that will do some interesting things. You've seen the stories before, so take that with a grain of salt. We did also get, are these cables? Did we get sleeve cables? Oh no, they're fans. These are called the fishbone fans from Asia Horse. So they're fishbone black and gray color, 120 mil fans, a 3-pack, and the ratings are loud. PWM, speed control function does not work. Ugly and heavy vibrations. How do you feel about heavy vibrations?
It makes me feel something.
Makes you feel something. Here they are. They
So
don't.
what makes them fishbone?
The color, I guess.
Yeah.
Is this the color of fishbone?
They're the ivory fans.
The ivory fans. It feels just like a normal fan, but it's like something about it. The plastic housing
really
feels
light.
very cheap.
Cheap.
Very cheap. We did pay. I'm gonna assume we paid more than we probably should have. We'll have the price on screen.
That's the trend
here.
today.
The trend right here. Probably more than we should have. We spent over $500 for this build. Chaotic build. Chaotic build. So we'll go ahead and put these back here and get to our case, which is the Silenos tempered glass EBE chassis. Does it say EBE on that side too?
No.
All right, let me show you guys what EBE looks like. EBE. What does EBE mean?
I was thinking like EATX, but I'm like, no, that's like not even close.
And it gets better. The vision of gaming, provoke your challenger. You gotta provoke your challenger with this build. You know that person you 1v1 in Fortnite and lose to all the time? Let's provoke them. Let's see, is this case still in stock? Because again, that's the trend with this. So this case was $60, actually a reasonable case, but it has 34 reviews and a 3-star rating, which is not ideal. Most of the reviews say low quality plastic, glass window behind motherboard tray. So I'm assuming for like cable management, you have the glass window or whatever. Bad airflow, description is wrong, it doesn't support 200 mil fans, cheaply made, brackets broken on arrival, DOA fan controller, front panel broke when moving, and all edges are sharp. I'm terrified. Should I be wearing like something to protect myself from opening this? You know, I'm gonna look at McAllister, remind me, I have a vague memory of seeing this company in the past and like reaching out to them on like the early days of the YouTube channel trying to get samples and they never got back to me. Maybe that was for good reason. If the listing is right, oh, whoa, hold up. This foam is like broken.
Uh-oh.
Be careful.
Our quality controls are not great.
I got shocked. So it absorbed the blow for us, so we got that going for us at least. Let's see, is this the case that we ordered? Does it have big ass fans up front?
They're huge.
Those things are wild, and they're RGB. Are those, what are those? Are those 220 mil,
I think they're
240?
240s,
240s?
but what I'm shook about is the person left the review saying it doesn't support 200 mil fans, but if you look at the cutouts, it definitely would.
It would, because yeah, it has support for pretty much 240 all the way down with all the different cutouts they have. Is this toolless? Not toolless. What I expect from a $60 case, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know.
So it is tempered glass in the back. That's what they mean.
Yeah, so
that one review, yeah.
It is, yeah, it's just a piece of tempered glass. So cable management, well, I mean, what cables you gotta manage? Let's be honest here, there's not much here.
We ain't hiding those, we're showing them off.
Yeah, we gotta show off those bad boys, but, oh wait, what is this? Press and slot? Oh my.
Is this the future?
Look, this is how the side
Oh,
panel gets
just pushes
You literally
it
just
out.
push it out. That's kind of goofy, but you know, that's cool. But hey, it's ready. It's ready to get, oh, there's, ew, why is there dust on this? Oh, ew, there's some like
I hate
nasty
these
dust.
trays. Why do they put them in?
I don't know how they put them in there, but that's where our SSD is gonna go. And we gotta build the PC inside this and see if our $500 mistake of a build will actually work.
You know what else I'm sad about? We have to put this $200+ micro ATX board in this full-size case.
You know, micro ATX cases just are too well rated. This one right here being full size, bad. Let's build it. So we forgot to order the sleeve cables, but we have a collection over here, you can tell, and we found some ones that we feel like will match this build perfectly.
Yeah, so we got our German colored cables. That was for My Hero Academia build we did, and then I don't even know why we have these still, but we got, I mean, these two match, so here it is. That's our sleeve cable collection.
It's gonna look so pretty, guys. Don't take this video too seriously, please.
Now you may think that's an ugly cooler install. Now let me tell you why you're right.
Kelser, I'm not sure how you're going to want to edit this, but we're test fitting the claims of the cooler not fitting properly, and we're kind of seeing what people are talking about.
All right, so I got the screws all the way in, and this worked really well. I mean, it's just a standard back plate. Okay, so I got these two lined up on my side, and that's what we have on the other side. So we had to undo the clips that hold these screws in, do a lot of Dremel work, but I think we might have just enough here. It's still not perfect, obviously. Trying to spend as little amount of time as possible dremeling this. I don't want this to be an all-day thing. It's like those reviews weren't lying when they said the cooler mounting ain't good.
It needed a Dremel.
This is definitely this is a one-time use cooler right here.
All right, guys, well, it works. Believe it or not, the PC works. We got Windows 11 installed, ready to go, but my God, is this the slowest computer experience I've had in a long time. I'm downloading a game, yes, so it's using a bit of our disk space, but when you open up Task Manager, look at this CPU, buddy. This CPU just doesn't know how to function right now. Clearly at 100%, 2-core, 2-thread, it's been sitting at 100% for a while now, pretty much the entire time it's been booted. Running a dual core without hyperthreading is just painful, and I'm downloading Apex and I'm gonna download Fortnite, but I don't know, man, these are gonna be a struggle. I don't even think we're gonna get to it today. It's gonna take about 2 hours to get this downloaded, and that's just because the CPU is struggling so much to download it. So hopefully that speeds up a little bit, but hey, there she is in all her glory, ready to play some games, because she works.
All right, guys, we are playing Apex Legends, and we're loaded in. I didn't think it was gonna happen, actually. Okay, I don't like any of this. All right, so currently, guys, we are running max FOV with the lowest possible settings. The only thing that we could possibly do is do no streaming budget, which I said it's not recommended, and then we can turn on super sampling. I'm gonna try to run it with nothing first.
Oh, we have full lockup. Oh. You probably tell what you realized the other day, because this might take a little bit.
But yeah, this is unplayable. That's how I would describe this experience. As you can see, it's definitely our slow AF G5900. And it's annoying because it's like, sometimes it is playable. I almost wonder, maybe it is still loading. Maybe I should give it a second, you know, let it go. But towards like halfway through this game, I'm gonna turn on super sampling because I'm hoping that with adaptive sampling, we'll be able, it's gonna look really bad. Like the game's gonna look horrible, but I'm hoping it could at least like not lock up, you know?
That is the hope. But the thing is too, with upscaling technologies, it uses the CPU. So
That's a good point.
So we will see what happens. That's the biggest issue. Oh, he got that shot.
I had to plan ahead for that.
Damn. That's the biggest issue with CPU bottlenecks. Like GPU bottlenecks, you can kind of work around if you have a decent enough CPU, but in this situation, we are CPU bottleneck heavy.
Yeah, and this is a AAA title, but even then, in all honesty, there's not many new games that are gonna run well on a dual core. You sadly just almost have to have at least 4 cores. And you'd be surprised how much better 4 cores is. If you just throw in even like a 2nd Gen i5, it's definitely gonna be better than this.
Yeah, this is pretty rough.
It's still crazy to me. It's baffling that they make these. I can only assume that the only people buying these are like OEM like office computers, and they probably get them for really cheap.
And they still put hard drives in them.
Yeah, there's no way that any company would pay, what was this, like 60, 70 bucks?
You're in the used realm. The i3-10100 you can find all day, every day for $40 or $50, which would run circles around the CPU. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense why they make these, because even in just general, like, trying to get this PC set up and downloading stuff, the CPU was bottlenecking our internet download. The internet couldn't even max out the 2.5 gigs. The CPU was at 100%. So, goofy times. But can you get the, oh.
Dang it, dude. That was so bad. I do feel like we're having a little less, like, lockups now, potentially.
Should we try the adaptive sampling, see what happens?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. All right, guys, we are turning on. We're not changing any of their settings. We're just going to try to turn on this adaptive sampling. We're going to aim for 60 FPS. Like Matt said, in theory, this should use more of the CPU, which I wasn't even really thinking about. You know, I'm just like, just give me more FPS, anything.
One way or another. In theory, it should use more, but it does feel a little smoother, I guess.
Potentially. We're not getting our 60. Oh, you know what? We do have one other thing that we actually, I should try for the sake of just trying to run good, and that's changing the resolution.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get 1 kill. I'm just going to try to get 1 more life with this, because this almost feels the same.
It does, yeah, I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. And if you guys hear fan noise, those are those bonefish fans. They are revving like crazy right now. Oh, what was that?
Whoa.
That was such a weird glitch. All
right. I'm going to try, we're going to turn off.
Yeah, that would be.
Turn that off, because that almost felt worse.
Okay, yeah. And we're going to go.
McAllister, I hope this doesn't mess up the recording, but it may. So it should be fine.
It should be fine.
720p.
Yep.
This is Apex Legends 720p. Okay. Dude, I'm like getting weird, like, rubber banding.
I don't know what's happening. It's almost like everything is being hindered by the CPU.
Yeah. Yeah, the downloads were kind of being screwed by. Okay, this feels better, though.
You know what's crazy, too, guys? This is running Windows 11, which you might say is kind of weird. It's a natively supported Windows 11 CPU. And we just hard locked up. Whoa, buddy.
Ooh, I thought we were done for sure. I'm not getting hit markers, man. Like, I'm hitting... That's not even my fire, is it?
What happened there?
I did not throw that grenade, and I was getting hit markers for it.
Oh, man. But hey, the CPU's only pulling 12 watts, ladies and gentlemen, giving us a total of 95 watts for this system.
I think it might be worth taking the penalty to leave, guys, because
this ain't gonna get any better.
No, it's not really fun even playing this out. This is definitely, I don't know anyone's ever bought the CPU in all honesty, so normally we have to warn you guys, like, guys, don't buy this stuff, but it's literally called the worst rated PC. Like, you guys probably know better.
You shouldn't buy most of this stuff. At least the case is usable. I mean, the case is fine. It would work. It's cheap. It has big fans. Got that going for it at least, okay. But everything else so far, a little suspect. You gotta kill.
We're turning on.
He's turning on.
We didn't miss a shot there. All right, I can get 1 more before we leave.
He needs 1 more? 1 more to wrap it up?
I can get 1 more. I can't get 1 more.
Let's play Fortnite.
Next game.
All right, guys. We're in Fortnite. Well, kinda. We're running 1080p, performance settings, 120 FPS lock, and we are 50% render scale and all low.
The menu's lagging.
That GPU at some point is just hitting 0%. It's just waiting. It's like, I'm gonna sit here a little bit. That's smoothing out a little bit, actually. Hold up, wait, why does this drop better than other PCs? We'll end and see how this goes, but performance mode, I think this is what performance mode is made for, a dual-core CPU. And we'll see if we can get a playable experience.
I think we're going to have lockups the whole time, but we'll see.
I think it's going to be all lockup city, but we'll try. Just look at the textures. Like, what is happening?
They're smooth.
Oh no! Oh no!
He's lag hacking? You're gonna get kicked for lagging?
Oh, I might actually. Oh no. Am I able to play?
The CPU, just every time you move, just having to load so
I'm having
much stuff
network
in.
drops. Well, it looks my ping's fine, but it's showing like I'm lagging so bad. I'm having like network lag, so I might get. Oh, and I'm getting shot at. I didn't even hear the noise. Like,
Dude, you actually look like one of the bots that like you kill right now.
I hear gunshots, but they're like 20 seconds behind. And oh, there he is. My PC can't do this. Where am I going?
That way? Look at the wheels. Oh, they're chasing after you.
Leave me alone! I just want a benchmark. I don't expect to kill anybody.
Nobody's ever wanted to kill you so bad.
They
Look at
give
that
up?
car, dude.
Hey, look at the drip. That's just not it. Let's just, for the fun of it, let's go, let's do 14. It's gonna be almost impossible to see what's happening, but... Oh, hold up, guys. Yeah, buddy. Still stuttery. I'm going into...
This is the kind of weird build you see someone put on Marketplace for like 500 bucks.
This isn't playable, guys. Like, I don't know. There's nothing you can really do. It's just not, especially for how much we paid.
I feel like it better have not been over 1,000.
It was. Oh!
Oh, that was good.
Oh, and the sound delay. Let's go.
Hey,
Hold
when
up.
you stand still, it's all right.
Aimbot?
Yeah, just don't move. You get lag.
I have no audio. Is that Mr. Beast? I got 2 kills on this PC. All right, guys. Well, I got some kills. That's all I really wanted to see happen. I didn't think that would even be possible in this game mode. We're just playing Fortnite in general in these settings. I got a kill. It's Stutter City. Kind of expected that. We'll run some older games. We've been throwing in Fallout as like our older game. We'll run that so you guys can see if that game will run okay on a dual core. It's from 2016, so it's older, but not like old. See what that thing can do. And then our 30-bar time spy score, you'll be able to see what the overall score is running a 1440p benchmark. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy. And then we'll wrap this video up real quick and talk about this PC as a whole.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking this, if you want to call it, gaming PC. And, you know, normally we talk about how decent it did, how good it was for the price, but obviously that was not the goal of this video. We spent $725 on this piece of garbage, and you guys are going to love the scores that we got.
We decided to test Fallout 4 because of the resurgence of the Fallout series and the fact that it is an older game. We wanted to see if a dual core would run that game, and I'll be honest with you, on medium settings, didn't run that great. We were only getting about 30 to 40 FPS, so very similar to console, but with a ton of stutter, very similar to Apex and Fortnite. The next benchmark we actually ran was 3D Time Spy, which I honestly thought would not run, but it did, and we got a, well, interesting score of 1,237, which with our $726 price point gives us a grand total of 59 cents per point for the $700 price point, which means this is absolutely horrible value for the price, which we knew going into it. I'm just happy we have a working computer. It works, it installed Windows, it was able to work as a normal computer, and played games without any crashes or blue screens. You can't say much for some other builds nowadays. Even some high-end builds have more stability issues than this thing so far. So yeah, let us know what you think of this PC, and we're not going to have real affiliate links to everything down below because you shouldn't buy it anyways, but if you want to support us, go to PCBros.tech and buy a gaming PC that is not this.
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, speaking of PC Bros, we do not build 59-cent computers. We build actual good computers that are going to get some really good scores in gaming and things like 3D Time Spy, so we highly recommend checking out PCBros.tech.
PCBros.tech, it's not this, so it's obviously going to be an improvement. Use code ToastyBros to check out and save 2% of your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.